Starry night. Not bad for flood sand sitting on clay. This result in my pan right here is exactly why we have brought out the beast of the mini long tom, which I know is an oxymoron. Because today we're on Reedy Creek and we're in a beautiful clay pan area that is yielding quite a lot of gold for almost no digging. In high flood, the water pushes gravel across this thick, sticky clay, and this thick, sticky clay has been here for a while, and it basically works like sticky tape, trapping gold. So we don't even have to dig big holes. We literally are just going to scrape that top layer of gravel off, and we should get a decent amount of gold. A lot of people ask me, what if I don't have bedrock in my area? And my next answer is find clay, and that's what we've done here. This clay is acting as a false bottom. So we treat it like bedrock. There's no point digging into it. There's no gold in it. It's all sitting on top. It's Tiny Pipe Ned Kelly. I found the lost grave of Ned. Yeah, if you can get through this clay pile. Mother, that is some black sand. We've pushed through the first pay pile and we're looking in the mats and we're seeing a nice golden M, and it's a little bit hard to see on camera, but there is gold all through this black sand. So we are looking good considering this wasn't even the premium pay dirt we found yesterday. We've pushed through maybe 1/4 of a meter of dirt, which is a fair amount of dirt for this small sized high banker. So what we're going to do is test the tailings. If we get any gold in the tailings, we know it's a good opportunity to clean out these top 2 mats. Otherwise we'll keep going. We are 100% going to get black sand. We want to see the absence of gold. Nothing, not even one single speck from a randomized tailing sample. That's great news because it means the dream mat is doing its job. We could almost do choreography. Almost. We've moved over a bit, so we're doing a test pan. Something you should always do if you're high banking is take regular test pans, because it's very easy to overshoot the pay streak, and digging worthless dirt is just not fun. Alright, we have got gold, pretty damn fine, but again, it's just sand, so it's going to be super easy digging. Alright, we'll keep going with this. I've just come to the conclusion that what all a high banker or a sluice or a gold pan is a bush ATM. That is pay pile number 2 done. We're going to let it self-clear for just a little bit and we'll check the mat. They are not looking too shabby at all. There is gold all through that black sand. I have a surprise. I bought the boys lunch. Got to keep the employees happy with some muffins. You gotta put your glass down. We did a tailings test and we got 3 specks of gold, only small ones, but that tells us that we have overloaded our sluice, and next time we won't run 2 full piles. We are going to do a full clean out of the top 2 sluices, and from now on, after every pile, we're going to clean out just the top mat, and that should prevent any losses going down the rest of the run. Sugar. Holy shit. Powered by muffins! Ah! No gold in tailings. No gold in tailings. Yeah! We're still digging away here, and with any luck we're going to see some pretty decent gold at the end of it. Now Reedy Creek gold is extremely fine. It's very rare that you will find nuggets here. They do happen, but just not often. And the gold that we're pulling out of the ground averages between 97 and 98% purity. It's some of the most pure gold in the entire world. And this is what makes Reedy Creek so special. Not only is there an abundance of gold, it's almost 24 karat. I just wanted to see if I could show you guys what these concentrates are actually looking like. And again, I'm doing this in a bucket, so bear with me. But look at the gold. It is all through the black sand. It is absolutely everywhere in there. That's just what our cleanups have got so far. This should be a fairly sizable gold take. That's our fourth pile, and we're all done. So we're going to do the final cleaning out of all the mats, and then we get to go home, put it through the blue ball, and see how good we did today. And I think it's going to be pretty good. There's a decent accumulation in there, and there's some fine gold up in the letters. It is looking good. This is the cons from the second sluice mat. We are 100% expecting gold in it. We just want to have a little squeeze. So we should see a little bit of gold in this. Being the second mat, that's exactly what it's there for. And we didn't clean it out for 3 of the 4 runs. That's actually not too bad. That means we are catching primarily probably 95+% of our gold in that top little short mat. Reedy Creek gold is so flat and thin that it sits on and in the black sand, not under it. So this is definitely an at-home cleanup job with the blue ball and my classifiers. I'm going to try and spin it back, but really all you're going to see is gold all through black sand. You're not going to see a big tail yet. And it also has to be said that none of this black sand is magnetic because it's tin. Just trying to get any kind of tail of gold. It's a happy smile coming out at the top. Starry night. Not bad for flood sand sitting on clay.
Have to get the gold out.
So let's go home. Beers, blue bowl, and clean up. We are now home, and we're going to start processing these concentrates through the blue bowl. However, Mick, keen-eyed Mick, has been doing his old eagle eye thing, and
like the pretty ones.
He's found some stuff. So this is one of the things. It's probably not the most impressive thing he's found, but it is damn pretty. Look at that gemstone. That is nice. But that is not all he's found. Look at the size of this bad boy. Another beautiful gem, and an ironstone specimen. And I'm glad he found that, because like Mick was just saying, it's very unlikely that that would have stuck around in the blue bowl. It would have been washed into our tailings. What a score! To get the super fine gold out of these concentrates, we need to run it through a blue bowl. To make that blue bowl work, we need to run it through a series of classifiers. Look at that. All that fine gold. Now we may get a little bit of gold in this, but again, it's probably unlikely. Last classification. So this is where we're going to start seeing all of our gold. This is our plus 50 minus 30 mesh, and I can see little pieces of gold in there. Again, we will get some, but not a lot. Most of our gold is going to be in this bad boy, and this is what we're tipping straight into the blue ball. After a lot of experimentation, I have discovered that I really need to run this blue bowl to its almost maximum velocity to get Reedy Creek black sands to separate out. When I test my tailings, I find negligible amounts of gold, maybe 1 or 2 micro specks at this classification. I've got to be clear about these things because otherwise the comment section just chews me up. First shovel full going in. Ooh. The jet dry is starting to make this a little bit hard to see, but basically a blue bowl works with centrifugal force, and lighter things are going to work their way to the middle of the bowl, like you can see happening just here. They're going to walk their way up the cone and fall through the center into a catch bucket below. And so we'll leave this for probably 15 minutes and we'll have a bunch of gold to show you. Oh, we've got nice gold forming on the edge. Look at that. While the blue bowl does its thing and Mick picks through gemstones, I'm going to start processing the plus 50 mesh, minus 30 mesh concentrates. Plus 50, minus 30 mesh gold is all cleaned up. We didn't get too many pieces, but that's about normal for where we were working. The blue bowl has done a fantastic job and we have got gold everywhere. It has done the majority of the work for us. There's a little bit of black sand left in it. Just look at that. Pretty much 100% pure gold on the outside. We've got a little ring of black sand in the middle. That'll be super easy to pan up. That's all the shotgun pellets and bits of steel that we pulled out. These are the larger gemstones, so heaps of red ones, a couple of very clear ones you might be able to see in the middle, a piece of tourmaline. And at the end of all that work, this is our result. That is pretty good considering we didn't even dig a hole. We just scraped sand up off clay. This is all the gold we high banked out of that flood sands next to a Clash Guitars pick for a little bit of scale. And as you might be able to see, we got a fair take. As you can see, most of this gold is super fine, but we didn't have to dig a big hole. It was literally just sitting on the surface in the sands. And this isn't even a tenth of what Reedy Creek has to offer when it comes to fine flood gold. Wait till you see a video that I've got coming up. Considering we're only shoveling flood sands and it only took a couple of hours to get, I reckon that's a pretty decent line of gold. So if we netted close to 1 gram, that would be a fantastic result considering the circumstances. Woo, climb baby, climb baby, climb baby, climb. 0.846. Tag a mate in the comments who needs to see that for a little bit of inspiration. 0.846 grams of gold in today's rate is worth $67.98 Australian at the time of recording. Split between 3 people, that is not minimum wage, but who cares? Spending time in the bush is what it is all about. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please give your dog a scratch behind the ears for me. Peace, and I'm out.